He gives me toys. He's like, "You're a child, Joey." And I'm like, "I'm not a child." Is that a plane? I like planes.
Get back to work.
Sorry.
Hello, my fine friends. I'm Tom Vassel, and welcome to Week in Review. Hey, we put out this video every week. Schedule it. Don't forget it, because what we do is we tell you about all the cool things we put out over the past week, and we give you short summaries of them, and then we have links to the full videos and the content. Here we go.
Hey everybody, I'm Garcia. Here's what I reviewed last week. So I reviewed Potions of Azurland, which I gave a 7 out of 10 to. I think it's a really neat looking game, and it's got some great clever mechanisms in it, some light programming, and a nice ability in which you get to manufacture a potion and either sell it or use it for your own benefit. I like that very much, but I found the gameplay to be a little procedural in the sort of upgrade chain of take ingredients, turn them into other ingredients, turn those ingredients into something you sell to someone for their effects, which probably have to do with the ingredients. I found that to be a little less than thrilling, so it came in at a 7 for me. I reviewed Mesos, which I gave an 8 out of 10 to. This one is a little more captivating. It is a card collecting game in which you are going to be gathering various characters into your tribe, trying to deal with events that you see coming, like hunger, and you have to make sure you feed all your tribes people, and cosmic events, and you need shamans for that, and that sort of thing. And I like the way it plays very much. It sort of has a King Domino time track thing in which you can go earlier, but you get something weaker, or you can go later, you'll get more stuff, but you don't get to know what the other players before you will take. So maybe you're hoping for something that will be there that is no longer there. Really neat, great look. I like it a lot. And then lastly, I reviewed the unmatched sets for The Witcher. 2 different sets. They both got a 9 out of 10 from me. I think they're fantastic. The theme really feels like it comes through from both of these sets. I think they're good jumping on points. If you have not played Unmatched before and you just want to try this game out because you love The Witcher, then this is good for you. If you are someone who enjoys Unmatched and you want more content to mix with your previous stuff, there's some great, clever ideas in here. So there you go. That is The Witcher Unmatched sets. Both of them are fantastic and get 9s from me. And that's going to do it, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.
Oh, you better believe it's Chris time. Hey everybody, Chris Yee here. This week I took a look at a few games, the first of which was Emerald Skulls. I gave a 6. It's a decent push-your-luck dice game mixed with a decent betting game, real-time kind of betting on the results of what's going to happen. I like the idea of it more than I like actually playing it. It has some fun moments, it has some highs, but not enough and not enough zaniness. It's also got a few too many rules and terms, I think. So a 6 out of 10, not bad. I would play again, maybe at like a medium player count, like 4. G.I. Joe Battle for the Arctic Circle, powered by Axis and Allies. I also gave a 6. I enjoy the Axis and Allies system. I particularly have a lot of nostalgia for it. But there's just other lighter weight war games I would much sooner recommend. I think that this one has a little bit of especially balance issue between the Joes being much stronger than Cobra. But what I could see this working well for is if you enjoy games like this playing with where you're kind of the dominant player, especially like a parent-child relationship. If you're okay playing Cobra and your kid wants to play Joe and just, have them kind of, you could really play as hard as you want against them and they should have a decent chance of winning. Other than that, I think the imbalance bothers me too much. 6 out of 10. And lastly was the Witcher Unmatched sets, both Silver and Steel, and Realms Fall. I gave an 8.5. I enjoy both of these sets a lot. The quick of it is, if you care about the theme and you want Geralt of Rivia, buy that box. If you are someone who, like me, doesn't care as much about the Witcher theme, don't really know about it, but you want 3 really funky and cool different characters, I think that the Realms Fall box has stronger characters in that sense. And if you're like many Unmatched fans, you're going to buy both anyway. But they're great sets, they really are. 8.5 for both of those. Also did a Who Wore It Best video where Wendy and I compare several real-time games and talk about the history of real-time games. That was some fun research we did and a few other top 10 lists and stuff this week. It's been a good and busy week. But that, folks, has been me. Let's keep moving along.
Hi, I'm Joey Evans, and here are the games I reviewed this week. First off, I did Emerald Skulls, the push-your-luck dice rolling game in the role-player universe, and ended up giving it a 6.5. I think it's fine. It's a good way to end the night. Pretty simple. And then also The Witcher Unmatched. So they had 2 new Witcher kind of series, I guess, that came out, and they were great. They were 9s. I think that's really worth watching if you like Unmatched. If you like The Witcher, really good. So those are the 2 games that I reviewed this week.
What's up, guys? This week I took a look at 2 different games. First up was Mesos, which I enjoyed and came in at an 8 on. I enjoyed the turn order selection of this game specifically. So it's kind of King Domino style, where you're going to choose the strength of your action on each turn, and in this case, it's how many cards you're going to get to take. Now that's going to play into your turn order for next turn. The more greedy you are, the more cards that you're going to actually draft down into your civilization, down into your tableau, means you're going to go later in the turn order for the next round. I really like that. It's a really interesting balance, again, of your kind of greed. I think that it's really elevated the gameplay here by these events that come out randomly, so it keeps the game from being too strategic and brings it more into tactical. So I like this game a lot. I think it plays great at lower player counts specifically, and look forward to getting it to the table, kind of like a weeknight game, really. So for Mesos, I always want to call it Mesos. Mesos is an 8. Also took a look at Potions of Azurland. This one I loved. I gave the Seal of Excellence at 8.5. Man, my biggest complaint was this game can come across as mechanical or very procedural specifically. There's a specific order that actions are going to happen, and you have to maintain that. At the beginning of the round, everyone can drink potions. Second, you have to do this. You have to take your coins. Third, you have to do this. And that turn order, that structure is there because it feeds in and supports the upcoming phases, right? So I get why it's there, but at the beginning of each round, it kind of takes me out of this setting and gameplay. The meat of the game is so unique and so fun, where you are once again choosing the strength of your actions. You're kind of bidding on turn order within that specific phase. It's so fun. It's so tense. It's a game that leaves me thinking about it afterward. It makes me want to come back and try something new. And honestly, I just can't wait to get it to the table. I was talking after the review with Z and Tom, who did the review with me. I was like, this is one I could see myself playing over and over again at conventions. It's just one that I think is going to be great to get to the table with new people and really show, I guess, how you can build your own strategy, and just the fun in that. It's a bidding game that I look forward to playing. So for Potions of Azurland, I was an 8.5. That's going to be it for me this week, so let's keep going.
Hey there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio, and this week I reviewed Fateforge, Chronicles of Khan, which I gave an 8.5 to and a Seal of Excellence. Why do I think it's excellent? Well, it's a dungeon crawl campaign style game, cooperative, but it does that experience, this big feeling with story and combat, it does that in a relatively normal size box, in a relatively normal amount of time. It's not one of these 100 scenario type campaign games with an economy of components, and it's a very puzzly type of dungeon crawl game. It's not a dice trucker, although there are dice involved. You're never rolling more than 4 at a time. What you're really trying to do is utilize those dice to trigger skills and items, weapons, things you're going to be picking up along your way in that adventure. So a really solid dungeon crawl with a heavy puzzle element. That is Fateforge, Chronicles of Khan. That's it for me this week. I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, so I took a look, I did a Q&A with Tim Metivier, the director of Dice Tower West, if you want to see us talk about Dice Tower West. I also talked about my top 10 Massive Darkness classes. I announced a new Dice Tower Essential on stage, and we had two top 10s last week. Top 10 games start with letter E, and top 10 weeknight games. But I also did a bunch of reviews. I reviewed a ton of games, 45 games, I think, in 14 minutes. And some bigger reviews. I reviewed the new expansion for Wishland. A nice expansion, adds some stuff, not necessary, but it works. 7 out of 10. Potions of Azurland. Beautiful production. Kind of a ho-hum theme about making potions, but hey, you can drink the potions and do a lot of cool things with them, and a really cool selection system. 8 out of 10. Botanicus. A nice track movement, turn selection game about building a garden. It has a basic and advanced side. The advanced side is much better. Another 8 out of 10. And then the Dune Imperium Bloodlines. This is a good expansion that's mostly for Dune Imperium Uprising. Not necessary, mostly more stuff, but hey, 9 new leaders. That's what's really crazy and cool about it. 8.5. And there you go, folks. Lots of live things. We did if you never watched us do role-playing, we did our role-playing 4-coin scenario. We had a fun time doing that. There's a lot of different live things happening over the past week. I hope you're having a great, if you're in the U.S., great President's Day celebration today. Otherwise, all rest around the world, have a great day, period. We'll see you soon on the Dice Tower. I'm Tom Vassel. Bye.
Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Vassel.
Let it fly.
Fly!
Tom would have killed me if I would have dropped it.